has? Do you guys have the
Yep.
same? That's cool.
I think they are.
Copycat.
So Brian's coming in. We're going to get him unmuted. How's it sound over there to you guys? We're good.
Are you on now?
Am I on?
Oh,
yes.
oh,
Yeah, that was way loud. Hold on. There we
You're
go.
also you're on your mixer.
time.
You don't have to yell into it. We can hear you.
Yeah, right.
Cody's going to be like, turn him down.
Yeah.
All right.
No, I moved it away now.
Are we good?
I can hear.
You can hear. Well, he's the one
Are
that
you
you
sure you can hear after
Marcus can hear. He's usually the deaf one, so I'm just letting you know. He's the one that's always like,
good.
I can't hear.
Do I have to stand in front of him and do this stuff?
No. All right, guys, we are live here for the 2024 Pittsburgh Gaming Expo. We are live doing the Tech Buzz Gaming, and I've got a bunch of content creators here. Yeah, feel free to go ahead and maneuver that around.
Yeah,
Johnny
I'll try not
Graphics
to
here.
be too distracting.
I've got my to my
ahead.
left, I got Dr. Scott.
Hi.
And then I've got Johnny to my right.
Hello.
And then next to him, if we want to go to him, we've got Marcus Bruce. You guys know him as Video Game Votary.
Yes.
And then to his right, we have the shortest person on the panel.
Oh, come on.
We've got Brian from Retro Trade.
Come on.
They'll get him situated.
Is Ron coming?
Is Ron coming?
No.
Oh, he bailed.
No,
He's
he
in
bailed.
there.
All right.
Okay.
I know
That's it.
he's
He's fired.
Now, wait.
That's it.
I'm still doing intros. And then
I
to the
miss
left of
Ron.
Scott, we have Brian from BD Retro Mods. You guys remember
Yes.
him from?
We have
Did you
bookend
see?
Brian's.
Oh, I didn't even think
Whoa.
of that. That was quick. You can tell he's awake right
We need
now.
a full shot right now to see the bookend Bryans.
It was set up like that.
Bookend
Brian.
Doesn't that sound like an ABC show from the 80s? Bookend Brian's.
It does.
Every Friday night here on ABC.
And one of them's an alien
That's me.
for no reason.
But we're getting things kicked off. You guys, Marcus, you got here last night. Went to dinner with us. We had a blast.
Yeah.
Wasn't it packed last night?
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Oh, you mean the Outback?
Well, yeah, the Outback was packed too. That was a lot of fun,
That was. I had my first beer in months,
and it was packed.
and
here.
it hit like it was my first
It
beer
took
in
you that
months.
long to drink a beer?
Was it really?
I just don't drink much, yeah. So when I do, it's an event.
Wow.
It was a big event. Huh?
And I save a fortune, and that saves me a lot of unnecessary calories, so I'm all right with it.
And, that
and you got a
Long
free
Island-
bloomin' onion.
I got a free bloomin' onion.
that
Well,
Marcus and I ate most of.
I mean, I gave her my phone number to
well,
sign me
I
up
did.
for some goofy account, so I'm sure at the end of the day I'll probably regret it, but, it is
Well,
what
you
it
got
is.
it. You got it for free. I mean, you can't complain.
Yeah.
I understand,
Free at the
Johnny.
point of
Most,
service, anyway.
most beers are as tall as I am anyhow, so don't worry about it.
It was a big old stein. I don't know what they had some Australian word for it, but it was a
Cloak.
big one.
So okay, let's go down the line here, and let's start down there with Short Brian. We're going to go down the Short Brian, Retro Trade Brian. Did you see anything interesting that jumped out at you that you picked up so far?
Yes, I just got a Commodore 64.
Did you really?
Just picked it up.
Oh,
Just
wow.
picked it up.
In
You guys are going to have to wait for the video.
$100. Clean. Still got the wrapping on everything inside.
No, sir.
Wait a minute. I filmed that one yesterday. It's got the Hills thing in the corner, the Hills tag. I filmed that yesterday.
Very
That's a good one.
It's
Very
mine.
nice.
It's his.
Just picked it up. It's mine.
Does that have composite video, or what is that?
So, yes.
Like you have the red and white? Or,
Yeah, composite,
yellow and white?
or it'd be RCA. It could be RCA.
It's the RBR, yes.
Okay, so you
yeah,
can do something
RGB.
with it. Because if it were coax, then you're really behind. But
I'll find an adapter.
Well, it does have a
It was
coax
good.
output.
I'll
but
show more of it.
It should
yeah,
have.
if you can
coax
get the
output.
composite, then you can get a retro tank.
Right.
Anyway, we'll talk
I'll
about
show
it. But yeah,
more of it
cool.
on the channel for sure.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I'm sure Scott will do a channel where I'll
Pink
jump
R2.
on it.
Well, I'm trying to find some Commodore 64 cartridges here, and I haven't seen any yet.
Well, let me know if you do, because I have one now.
Okay. Because I only want one.
All right, let's jump over to, because I'm going to make it tough because we actually have producers now. So we're going to jump all the way to the other Brian at the other end of the table. Brian, you're here for the day.
I'm here for today, yep.
Did you see anything so far walking around? Because we hijacked you as soon as you got
Yeah,
in the door.
I haven't gotten through the vendor hall much yet, but I will say I am extremely impressed with the arcade.
The arcade,
free
yeah.
play
Oh, the
area.
arcade's incredible.
Very
It's
cool.
amazing.
It's so much bigger than you think it is.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's probably one of the best I've seen at all the shows I've been to yet.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's pretty huge.
It's bigger than you think it is because it's Time Lord technology. That's why. They built it inside of a TARDIS.
Yeah. The second half of the convention center is really a TARDIS.
Yeah, that's all it is. That's all it is.
They didn't rent mine, so.
Yeah. All right, Marcus, what did you pick up? Did you pick? Well, all right. So if it's in a video, don't give it away. But
No, it's cool.
Did you find anything?
I did. This
What'd you
morning,
get?
finally. I'm doing a complete DS set, so
Okay.
I've been getting some DS games. I'm kind of doing a challenge on a budget,
Okay.
taking $100, see how many I can get.
Are you trying to do a complete?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so
okay. All right. All right.
you know, of course, there's plenty of shovelware.
I was just going to
Whatever.
say that's
Plug in
the one
anything,
thing you're
yeah.
cursed with is all the
Yeah.
shovelware. for it.
Plenty of
anything.
shovelware.
Yeah.
So
Cool.
adding
Sweet.
to the amount of shovelware in the house already.
So that's been the biggest thing that you've seen. Now, I'll get to the next thing. All right, Johnny, go ahead. You go. What did you find?
Yeah, I got a long box of Loaded, which I've wanted for a long time. I'm really obsessed with PS1 long boxes right now. I don't know why. It just takes up more room for the same, system that I already have more than enough games for, PS1. But I got a Loaded one, and the game Loaded, not, you know what I mean.
No, he didn't get loaded.
It wasn't.
He got loaded last night.
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
I was not drunk.
It didn't have cheese and bacon on it. I'm just saying. The game Loaded. But, yeah, so it was, and I got a pretty good deal on it. We haggled a little bit. I got that. I got, what else did I get, Scott? I got a couple other things.
You got the.
I got the Weakest Link.
The Weakest
on
Link,
PS1
yep.
for no reason. I just want to play it with my wife. I just think that'd be fun.
Yeah, that sounds like fun.
But yeah, even if it's just one of those things where, like, even if it's a bad game, it'll be a fun evening for me and my wife to goof around. So I got that, and I'm still on the hunt for some TurboGrafx PC Engine stuff. Not seeing a lot of that yet, but there's still a lot of this convention that I haven't explored yet. So we'll see. But
Right.
At the end of the day, I'm pretty happy. There's a copy of Medieval that I've been eyeballing. I may go ahead and break and grab that.
You don't have Medieval?
I don't.
What?
I have Medieval 2. I have the remake. I have it digitally on PS3. I have it on the PS Vita digitally, but I don't actually have the PS1 disc, despite being such a huge fan of it. So
Really?
I may have to break and go ahead and get that and fix that problem today. But yeah, so I'm happy with my haul. Just kind of picking little things out here and there that I want.
So, Scott, we're going to get to you now because you've been jonesing since you got here. You've been stalking a certain celebrity that's supposed to be here, and he's not here yet, and it's really disappointing you right now.
Yes.
He's rocking.
I'm
You guys see him?
disappointed.
He's like rocking in his seat. He's waiting for Mark Bussler to show up.
I just want to rub it in his face that I met Peter Weller.
You
and
met
he did
Peter
not.
Weller?
Did I ever tell you about that? I'll have to tell you sometime that I met Peter Weller. It's a fascinating story.
And it was probably the first and last time, right? Because he called security on you,
Definitely.
and he
Yeah,
escorted you from the premise, right?
No.
That's essentially
I
what
did.
happened.
I did not invade his home.
Ed 209 chased you out of there.
I don't know.
Please put down your
Kyle's-
weapon.
Kyle's sitting there shaking his head. He agrees. But did you pick up anything really cool so far?
Yeah, and actually, there were two things on that are kind of like in my back of my head list that are not on here that I picked up. I picked up that Warhammer Vermintide 2 this morning.
Yes,
Okay.
that game
And,
rules.
and of course, I picked up an Atari 7800 game, Karateka, which is not anybody's favorite, but I wanted it for my little tiny 7800 collection. And I did find Headhunter for the PS2 because I used to have it on Dreamcast, and that's a PAL import.
Right.
And I sold it a long time ago, and I said, I never finished it. So now I've got it for the PS2. And then, I've got my handy-dandy list here. Of course, he has it in 3 volumes, but I've just got it on one sheet. And I did find Burger Time.
But I'm doing a complete North American
Yes,
collection for
and
NES, so there's like 800 titles on there, and he's wondering why I got to stack up
And
papers.
that's
Come on.
okay. I mean, you're not carrying the Funkin' Wagnall's entire dictionary or encyclopedia set like Brandy is over there, Gamer
Right,
Aimer.
right.
Yeah. So I mean, I feel bad for that gigantic bag she has to carry with her that has it's like she takes it out and it's like the Necronomicon or something.
Just to make sure we get all your I don't know if he's seen the text. Hey, are you guys able to record over there in the TriCaster? Just hit like the record button.
Yeah, record
so we
locally.
can play it back as people are walking by. I appreciate that, guys.
Stephen, what have you got? I walked in on you getting a massive haul of
I
it
did.
looked like maybe 10 or 15 NES games. What was that all
almost
about?
almost 30.
Almost 30.
So I got almost 30 new NES titles to add to the collection.
You
But
got a
he
pretty
didn't
good
see the
deal.
ones you got in the morning.
He didn't see the one. No, that's why I said he sold like 25. Well, you sold like 15 that I got over there, but you didn't see the 10 that I got from William.
Ah.
So for those that don't know, I'm collecting for the full North American NES collection.
You made some progress
I
yesterday.
am actually, believe it or not, unofficially collecting the whole North American Game Boy collection.
Oh,
Nice.
So I'm kind of.
Which one's going to be tougher, you think, to finish off?
Well, I'm at about 140 with the Game Boy.
yeah.
And that's just with doing like video games. There's a lot of bloatware on the Game Boy. I mean, so
Sure.
I don't know.
There's a handful of super rare titles on both of those, though.
Yeah.
I mean, you got your little Samsons and all that kind
Right.
of stuff. You
Yeah,
got to contend with all that.
I've got that. That's gonna.
Panic Restaurant.
And I was going to ask Marcus, because Marcus, you've completed the whole Wii collection
Yep, and the Wii U.
and the Wii U, and
Wow.
so
All right.
so
That's
I mean
impressive.
it's tough. People think we're crazy when we say we're going to do this.
Oh,
stuff.
absolutely, absolutely. I
It
get
is
that
kind of
so
crazy,
much.
to be fair.
And how long did it take you to do the Wii and the Wii U?
I did the Wii U before it took off. I actually did that really, really quick. I
They're
did that
kind of
like,
valuable now, right?
yeah, oh yeah, big
Oh,
time.
man.
It was like
Certain ones,
almost.
yeah.
It's sort of like the
turbo
turbo graphics of the modern age in a way. There's like
Yeah.
it's not a big library, but it's pretty good library, and it's pretty valuable.
Yeah, I did that one in like 3-4 months.
Wow.
Really,
that's
really
impressive.
You really
That's-
attacked it.
Wow.
Yeah, I did. When
killed that one.
Man, oh, you did it too?
Yeah.
Oh, Wii U.
Yeah,
Oh, Kyle,
very nice.
he's sitting in our audience area here. Kyle, he was with us over at the CGC. He also did the Wii U.
Yeah.
So that's one that I'm trying to do. Believe it or not, this is going to sound crazy because there's not a lot of titles. I think there's only like 72 for the Neo Geo CD.
Okay.
Yeah, sounds about right.
And the
Yeah.
one guy that I bought over there, in fact, I'm going to give him a plug. I'm going to pull Scott here. The guys over at Retro Gaming Asylum
Oh,
over
yeah,
there.
they're
If you
great.
if you haven't been over there, go check them out. They are at 1318 7th Avenue, Beaver Falls, Pennsylvania, 15010. You can give them a call, 724-384-0868. I picked up a ton
Call
of
them right
NES
now.
cartridges right now.
Yeah.
Call them right now.
Hey, guys,
I
They're
actually
going to hook me up with that.
I got the Sonic 3 from them.
Oh, nice.
While
Yeah,
you were
you
doing
were over
your,
there. Yeah, yeah.
You were doing your NES thing, and I snuck in there and got Sonic
And
3.
that's who I got my Headhunter and the Burger Time from.
And I will say, a lot of the vendors are really cool. Brian's a cool
everybody's been
vendor.
great.
Let's
Everybody's
go
been
over
great.
and give them a
Cartridges-
collective hug right now.
Cartridges galore. If you haven't
Yes.
been there, go in there. They got a
Oh,
huge
yeah.
booth up there. It's really awesome.
Yep, yep.
I actually bought a handful of games from them yesterday.
And I will say this, the guys over here at the Level Up podcast, they've been trash talking us all morning saying that we need to come over there because they want to whoop us in that game that they have.
That game is cool.
Yeah,
I'll give it to you.
Patrick was over there. He's like, I don't care. You can practice all you want. He's like, I'm still going to whoop down on you.
Yeah, but I don't sleep with the board every night. So,
Well, things, stranger things have happened.
yeah.
Right.
It's a nice looking board.
Yeah, it is. I'll tell you what, it's so nice.
It's a cool game. I played it. I had a lot of fun with it. It's just one of those things. Within 10 seconds of playing it, you immediately know what
Yeah.
it's all about. You know how to do it, and you're having fun. And that's the mark of a great game.
Let me pull this so you guys can actually see the monitor here. So
Hey.
can we do a pan over? Let's show everybody out here on the convention. Can we go to like the sky cam? So what I actually did was, you guys sitting here on the panel, about like 40 feet up in the air, I have a camera up there.
Oh, yeah, I love it.
So now we can see the convention here, and they're
Yes.
we're gonna have them pan around
We can be super
and
creepy.
show. Yeah, super creepy.
Just
We're gonna
zoom
creep
in on
everybody.
certain transactions
If you
occasionally.
feel like you're being watched, you might be.
Yeah. So they're gonna pan around. You can see like everybody's. There's so much going on in there.
Oh yeah, let's zoom on in.
See, I should just get a bag and put a couple of your free games in there and just go find someone on the floor. If I had a microphone and a remote, and then you could zoom
Well,
in.
next time we could possibly
we'll do
'cause
that.
We have a portable live view. We could actually.
That would be fun.
Reporter on the floor.
Is any cosplay doing Waldo? I feel like we're looking for him
Well,
right
I
now.
figured
Yeah.
we'll just give you the microphone and we'll make him the monkey with the
Yeah.
carry the backpack and everything.
There you go.
Yep.
I can go out and do my 80s Letterman thing. I don't care.
We'll
That's
just sit
right.
here, right? We'll
Yeah.
just
We'll
sit
just
here.
go out and just challenge people to debates on why Sonic is better than Mario.
Why is Sonic?
Not
That's
is
fighting
he?
words.
Why is he?
That's fighting words.
So if there's any kids out there, we want to invite the kids over because we have some free games that we're willing to
Ooh,
give out
nice.
to some kids.
Is that not for resale?
That is the not for resale.
Oh, very nice, very nice.
So don't resell that.
Yeah, don't ever resell
yeah,
it.
Kyle, don't resell it.
Yeah.
There are
So-
laws against those
You can
things.
trade it though.
So what was the consensus yesterday? Yesterday we had three kids come up.
Yeah.
They got some games. We gave them some free games.
Yep.
I have them over there where my wife and my son are sitting.
They looked at the games like I would look at a relic from the Indiana Jones movie.
What are you doing that?
That's what they were saying. They were like,
They're
"What
like,
is
what the
this?"
heck
This
is
will
this?
fit
We
inside my
Road
phone. I
Lodge.
don't know what this does.
But they appreciated it all the same.
Is there an app for this?
Well, that's pretty much what they're like. I was like, yeah, you have to pick up physical plastic. And I was
Yes,
like,
yes.
what did the one kid say? He was like, I'm going around looking at these plastic things called games or
No,
something.
these
Something
these
along those
physical.
lines.
He said physical something.
Yeah, it was really funny the way he said it. It was like
These physical games. I think that's what he said.
And
It's only going to get worse, guys.
They're
and the-
relics.
And the three of us sat there. We were like, okay, now we feel old.
We are ancient.
Yeah,
we're
I'm like,
ancient.
what the hell?
Oh man.
You know, touch phones only came out 15 years ago, kid.
Right.
But to a 15-year-old kid, that's their whole life.
Right,
That's
that's their
forever.
whole life.
Right. So it's just
Yeah.
it's all relative.
So I was asking the guys over at Retro Gaming Asylum. I said, "Hey, do you guys have any Neo Geo CD?" He says, "You know what? I got 6 of them back at the shop." He said, "I'm just going to give them to you."
Wow.
So I was like,
Whoa.
"Sweet."
Wow.
So I'm going to drive down there at some point and pick them up, add them to the collection. And this guy over here,
Great guy.
He still hasn't got me a paper yet of what his business is. But dude,
Get that
if you
deal,
haven't
man.
been to his booth,
Oh
Awesome.
yeah, he's got good stuff.
And,
So
and they have a
did you-
cool dog.
he's got grails in there. Like,
Did you see the Star Fox weekend one?
Oh yeah. Did you see his Star Fox statue?
No, you can't
From
tell. Don't
E3.
tell me things like this.
It's over there.
no.
It's
Here
one of a
we go.
kind. Well, not one of a kind, but it's probably one that you're only.
Brian,
gonna
you're
see
about to
rare.
exceed
the
your
only
budget.
one
It's
in
gonna,
existence.
right. I'm gonna need a loan.
You're going to exceed your budget for
This
the
is
weekend.
where it is. Where's my credit card?
If you guys want to, you can move the light over to the side. I know it's probably driving you nuts because it's in the shot. Because I didn't.
You did a bad job.
Yeah, I didn't.
Shame on you.
Because nobody was here at the table when I was setting up, and I was like, "Oh, it looks good." You've got some leadway. You can pull it over.
Oh,
You're
I didn't
not
even
gonna-
notice it. I didn't even notice until you
That's
said
all right.
it. I
That's
think
all
it's
right.
okay.
They're eyeballing. I know production eyeballing. They're sitting there going like that.
The
Yeah,
producers are
that's
over there
all good.
going, you can't let the host set this stuff.
So we want to give a big thank you. We got my daughter who's learning how to produce, and she's doing a very good job.
She's beyond learning. She's just doing it.
And then we have this one over here, Samantha. This is the one that's actually in the shot.
Samantha, ladies and gentlemen, she's putting herself through college by getting dimes from him.
Oh, yeah. We think it's this one.
We think it's this one. It's because it was the one that was in front of.
Where to move it, we don't know.
Yeah, it might be taped. You might have to play around with it.
I don't know if you have room to move it.
And
anyway.
then Cody's here.
Oh, it's like
Cody,
my eye now.
Cody's the guy that you guys have seen him produce many, many times for me, and we've kind of worked together for years. He was actually the guy when we had the live view. It used to be a backpack. Think about carrying a big PC on your back, where it weighs like 120 pounds. That's how Live View was originally, and he carried it around at CES in NAB for like 10 hours.
You're in
That's
the shot.
worse.
He's all right. He's all right.
I love it.
Oh,
she's
gosh.
she's moving it back. to
Kyle's
make it
head's
easy.
right in the shot.
Yeah.
Covering up Scott.
But you know what? He got a really nice haircut, apparently. So that's really
Yep.
cool.
The back of your head looks
I
great.
think
So
that's
she
great.
had you move, but now she moved you in front of another camera.
Good, it's a good looking.
Good
head.
move,
Yeah,
Samantha.
there you go. Hey, we're
Wow.
Hey, there we go.
I like him. Let's have him around a little more often, at least once. Yeah, Samantha, you're fired.
All right, so Scott,
I don't think she'll be upset about that.
Scott, wait. So speaking of Samantha,
She's rehired.
if you
okay.
guys are looking for some chocolate, she's trying to earn for her band. She's got Daffin's candy. I think it's $1 a candy bar. If you want to buy one, it's right there on the end of the table. It goes to a good cause. It goes to her school for her band. She's a snare drummer in the.
Oh, you
in the
play
band.
drums? Awesome.
She does. So that's why the Daffin's candy is there. But we also, you were snacking on this morning.
Yes.
I'll let you do your promo because you like to do
Yes,
it. It
I will
makes
do
them
my
feel
promo
good.
right now. I will do this because these are great people doing great things. It's a great cause, and,
And
they
for
have a
the
great
producers, it's the candy shop right next to you guys, directly to the right of you.
Cut the Scott. Tight shot on
So-
Scott.
Tight Scott. Yeah.
So directly across from us here at the Tech Buzz booth, we have the lovely people from Spectrum Fudge. They are crafting chocolate, creating opportunities. And I'm going to read the whole thing that they have here. It is Spectrum Fudge is a confectionery company who makes rich gourmet fudge with premium imported Belgium chocolate. Our fudge is handmade in copper kettles with maplewood paddles. Well, I'm sure they kind of hit it a few times. But with maplewood paddles, which creates a smooth, creamy texture with rich flavors. And I can attest to that. This stuff is absolutely amazing. Announcer guy, be quiet. I'm doing something. Our producers are... Our products are made by individuals with diverse abilities, and your support of these products help create more jobs for individuals with special needs. So it is actually helping out people in the community with special needs. So not only are you getting something great for your tummy, you're helping people out with special needs. So
Did you eat that other brick that they gave you?
No,
too?
no, it's down here. I thought we'd crack it open sometime today.
Yeah, because you got to let the other guys. Did you guys try any of this?
No, but with
he's-
that promo, I'm hungry right now.
Yes, he's over here hoarding it. Here, take some. As long as you're not allergic to nuts or something.
It's delicious.
Oh, you're allergic to nuts?
Okay.
Okay.
I'm not.
Well, then
I'll eat
then
them.
you might want some of this because there's no nuts in this one. At
We
least I
don't,
don't think so.
we don't know that.
Good promo, Scott.
This is Belgian chocolate fudge right here.
So in the chat room, Art Freak wants to know: is Scott trying to get a job at the fudge place?
No, I already have.
What a voiceover!
I already have a slave owner at home. She's a driver. Yeah, wow. Makes me do things in the house, make YouTube videos and stuff. Get back in your office and do YouTube videos, you scum. And you know, all she does is like feed me. That's it. I mean, I don't get a stipend or anything.
So that's where your work ethic comes from. You don't have a choice.
Yeah, I do not have a choice. Dr. Scott doesn't have a choice, damn it.
Who wants to vote that Scott sleeps on the couch when he gets home? Raise your hand.
I was just going to say that.
It's a short couch.
I think the locks are going to be changed by the time you get home.
That sounds about right.
That's all right. I kind of love her.
But no, you know, all joking aside, one of the things that we really appreciated about them is the fact that it helps out kids with special needs.
Yep.
Yes.
People with special needs, because
pass that down.
Everybody tends to forget about it. Yeah, here, feel free to crack
Listen,
that
it was-
open.
it
We'll
was
let Johnny
really-
crack it open.
It was really good.
I don't think there's
That was
any
good.
nuts in it. Have him look at it because
Yeah, Marcus, did you
Marcus
bring
is allergic to
did you
nuts.
bring a shot with you just in case?
No, I didn't. So
Where's
no,
the
that's
local
why I
hot-
wanted him to look at the ingredients. So he's you know,
it
we
looks-
don't need him passing out
looks
live
safe.
on the air. That would be
Yeah.
No, that
not
wouldn't be good.
That would be horrible.
But yeah, if you guys check it out, it's directly across. But the video game booth that's right next to us, the guy's a really nice guy. He's got some grills. He's got the Donkey Kong. What is it? The Donkey Kong Country SNES, $6,000 for. It wasn't a test. It was what was the cartridge? Because he thought I had it hooked up with the game. He was like, "Oh, you guys could play it over here." I was like, "I don't know if I want to touch it."
Well, they also had that for $3,000. They had that Zombies Ate My Neighbors variant
the
for
variant
Super
with the
NES,
different cover. Yep.
and
Okay.
it's I believe it's complete in box.
Yep.
And I was like, well, that's a cool box, but you know, I already have my Zombies Ate My Neighbors. At
He almost
home.
bought it. I had to pull him away.
He did.
Yeah.
It's so pretty.
So you're also going to see there's a lot of cosplayers walking the floor here.
Yeah, we
have-
got some humanoid animals here.
Yeah, what do you call those?
I don't think they're full-on furries, right? Because
Is
you
that
need
what
to,
it is,
You need
a
to be in a
furry?
suit. You need to be in a suit to be a furry.
I seen one from Majuro's mask too. He was
So,
walking around.
they're just-
That's a nice. I like that one.
It's
Yeah.
like a combination.
But it's close. It's like a half furry.
Would that be like muscular furries?
Maybe. He is. They are built.
I don't know.
I appreciate it.
I don't understand the whole thing. But the 501st is here. They're all the way down in the right-hand side. So if you want to get your pictures
Right.
with the remote-controlled,
Is Lord Vader here?
no. But Mrs. R2D2 is here.
Yes, and
Yeah,
I
that's
love
awesome.
Mrs. R2D2, and I did
She's
take
here.
some footage yesterday. She's
And Grogu's
lovely.
here.
Oh, really?
Yep, in the backpack down
The
there.
real one? Cool.
Well, I don't know if it's that's dependable. I don't know. I didn't see it. Brian, is this the first one that you have not actually vended at?
I didn't vend it.
Oh, that's right. Well, you had a display there. You kind of.
You made sales at CGC, right?
I mean, after online sales. with it.
Online
Oh,
sales.
okay.
Yeah.
You didn't sell anything at the.
No, I didn't sell anything.
Okay.
He was more or less like
You had a
you weren't
display.
married to the table, but you kind of had to check on it now.
Yeah.
Now he's not married to nothing, man. He's walking around. Well, maybe his wife, but
Single,
that's not what
single,
I
rate,
meant. That's
single
not what I
rate
meant.
of mingles. What you
That's
mean?
right.
I'm not tied to any display.
He's not tied to any booth or
Yeah.
displays there.
Yeah.
He's untethered.
And this is
He's
where you'll
unto it.
spend more money at right here.
100%.
So now he's the guy on the other side of the table.
So
yeah. Now he's buying other people's stuff.
it'll
How's
be
it feel?
interesting.
Right.
What did you guys think? Like, he's got some Nintendo powers over there that are graded. I never really did the graded thing.
I didn't know the grading on magazines was a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a
Oh,
thing.
yeah, it's
You
been
can
for a
grade pretty
while.
much anything, really.
I guess you
Yeah.
could. Yeah, it makes sense.
They're
Grade a-
limited on consoles. Though.
Yeah.
They-
You
they
probably
kind
grade a
of-
cup of coffee from Starbucks if you wanted to.
Yeah, and
Personally,
somebody would
yeah.
probably buy it.
I'm sure.
For $100
I'm sure.
or whatever.
Personally, I struggle with it. I mean, like, I have nothing against it personally. If that's someone's thing, great. It's
Yeah.
but like, I want to look at it.
That's my
Like,
thing. Yes,
wanna
I
be
wanna
able
look
to
too.
Look through the pages.
What if it's a duplicate, though?
Well, I mean, yeah, we could grade that.
Yeah.
I
You
get
could grade
that.
it.
Yeah,
Okay.
I grade
Okay.
that.
But I mean, but there's things out there. If I really want to have it as a showcase piece, I can
Okay.
put it in something myself. I don't need it
Right.
slabbed with a number on it.
Right.
Yeah, but the other side of it is they're very, like, it seems like it's more valuable. Like, remember when we were kids, we collected football, baseball, basketball cards, even if
Yep.
you
Oh,
weren't
yeah.
like really.
Yep.
You put them in a little case.
But nowadays, if it's not graded, it's not really worth it.
It's not worth its weight
Not
in
as
gold.
much,
Right.
yeah.
No. So I'm wondering, is that the direction that we're going to go with this stuff as we're seeing more and more graded games? Do you think that you're going to have like two tiers? You're going to have the graded tier, and then you're going to have just loosed here, where the loose tier is going to lose its value, where we're going back down to like $1 to $2 a game, unless it's graded. Now you're looking at $250, $300 a game.
I think that it's all going to go down at some point, because I think it all comes down to
the crash.
Right. It comes down to the audience that's looking for the stuff. So for us, it's like NES, but like you go back and look at Atari right now, like it picked up a little bit because of the Atari Plus, 2600 Plus.
Right. That's a temporary high, though.
Right. But at the end of the day, you could normally buy lots of Atari carts for just a couple bucks.
Right.
It's like a roller coaster ride. Like 1 minute it's up, next minute it's down, next minute it's up, and you just got to know when to buy it. It's like the stock market for games.
Right. It comes down to what age group now has disposable income to go back and experience their childhood.
Right.
Is really what it comes down to.
Well, what I would like to see is there are two people that we know in the YouTube community that they do not let games sit sealed, and they will open them immediately, and that is Game Dad and Radical Reggie. I want to see them open graded games.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Challenge. Come on, Reggie.
I've seen people do that with Pokemon cards. Like on TikTok, you see them like buy it, and then they'll just,
I don't know about Game Dad.
I've not seen it on video games.
I don't know about Reggie, but I bet you Game Dad would definitely
Game Dad would do it in a heartbeat.
He'd
be like, I just opened this Rule of Rose. And,
Well, I think that Star Fox over there is graded, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, is it? Yeah.
I think
but it didn't study the night before, and it only got a B. So there you go.
Wow.
See, I do have some sealed games. They're not graded, but I do have some sealed games
as well.
But there's some folks over here. They got the Super Mario Brothers for the Switch. Mm-hmm. They have that graded, and the 3D All Stars.
Oh yeah.
So that's worth like $300 if it's graded, but it's worth maybe like $50 if it's not.
So what's your guys' take on that? Buying new physical games, like say brand new Switch games, and getting them graded instantly. What's your thing? What do you guys think about that?
I appreciate that other people care about it. I really don't.
That's the same. I'm not the same. It's too new for me to want to grade.
Well,
it doesn't. It's not worth the time or the effort to have some person I don't know put like an A on my game.
Yeah.
Well, then you got to.
Then
you got to send it away, and then it takes. I think it's a month or something.
And I'm not sure. And I'm not sure how much it costs to get it graded.
Some expos actually do it like during the expo. I know Torg did that last year.
Yes.
And I do have an Atari 2600 pack. I mean, I have a few, but not just Pac-Man, but a few sealed games. But I would like, just as a joke, to have the Pac-Man graded. Be like, look at this piece of crap, and and it's graded.
I feel like I would. So
how much is it? Because you were starting to say how much it.
I think it's around like $50, and then you have to pay for the casing separate too.
Really?
I was looking into sending a couple out.
Yeah. And the shipping probably too.
I don't know. And I guess for me personally, and again, how people do the hobby is completely their choice.
Oh, of course.
Right.
But
Definitely.
if I'm buying a Switch game, I'm not buying it as an investment of what is it going to cost down
Exactly.
the road.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
I don't think about that at all.
I mean, I'm buying it because I want to play it, but I will also be the caveat there and say, will we be able to play our Switch games in 10, 15 years? Because, Nintendo is notorious for shutting down their stores. And, most of these games anymore, you're not getting the full game on the cart. Right. So when those stores go down, will it be better to have it slabbed than having it
And that goes back to physical and digital copies.
Right.
Now, if you could back up your games on like an external hard drive or something, I don't know if the Switch lets you do that. I would imagine it does. There's a way. Back up your stuff.
People can rip them,
leave it in cold
rippers
storage.
Yeah. Right.
That's the way forward, I would imagine.
I mean, if there's a will, there's a way. I'm sure when the time
it's
comes.
a pain in the butt, but
Right.
but people are going to do that. I would do that.
But it's not like now I can go buy an NES cart, pop it in, and it's going to fully work.
Right.
Where you don't know what that's going to be like with a lot of this current generation.
I mean, it's kind of a hit or miss. It could be a bust. I mean, we could be just stacking up on plastic.
Right.
I mean, that's really where we're at right now.
It depends on the game. Like, there's some games, some of these indie games that get physical releases 3 or 4 years after they came out and got patched up and fixed up, and they're totally gold. They're 100% done. They've been done. Yeah, they're totally on the disc, or they're totally on the cartridge or whatever.
Right.
Like, if you were to get, I don't know, Castle Crashers or something, or some indie game like, say, the remothered horror games that came out in like 2018, 2019, those are done. Love them or hate them, they're done. You buy a disc, it's on that disc, and you can play it 20 years from now, assuming you have a working PlayStation 4 or 5 or whatever.
Right. Let's go back really quick to like Marcus and I were saying about like the full sets. Okay, let's go back to that real quick. So this is my mentality with going into full sets, and I don't know if you agree with this, and we'll see in with the panel here. Just like when you collected baseball cards, you had individual cards of a player that was worth something. Like, let's say you had a basketball, you were collecting basketball. Obviously, Jordan, he's wearing Jordan, so we'll use Jordan. Jordan was worth a lot of money. So if you had the card loose, maybe depending on the quality of the card, it was maybe $2. If it was like a special foil one, it might have been $5. But where was the value if you had the whole set? Right? So that's my mentality going into sometimes collecting for the full sets. Down the road, is this kind of an investment? Because if the bottom falls out on some of these games, that's where the value is going to be in collecting for the full set.
In one purchase or one sale, I guess, for you.
Yeah.
Down the road.
Do you agree with that or disagree with that? Because I again, it's no right or wrong. I'm
think
spitballing here.
That's a way to look at it. For me, that would only be like a secondary concern, though.
Yeah.
You know, I'm always like, what do I want? I don't. I would
separate
like
from playing because you're collecting, but you're collecting the game that you want to play.
Right. But I do like having crap.
But you're a TurboGrafx guy, so I'm sure you're collecting.
I like having stuff. Right. But well, primarily it's about what I want to play. That's just me, though. But it's nice to. I do think about secondarily, if I were to want to flip all this, should I go ahead and get Valis 4 as well? Since I have Valis 1, 2, and 3, should I go ahead and get 4 so I have all 4? Because if I want to flip them one day, I can sell all 4 at once, and I can truly make a penny on it. And I think that's valid to think about it that way. I just wouldn't make it your primary concern, personally.
I'm not saying make it a primary goal.
Right.
But what do you think? Do you think you have more value in it as a set or individually?
Oh, absolutely. Like I didn't get a chance to mention, but I got a complete North American Wii set. So there is valuable stuff in that collection.
Oh, yeah.
But I look at it as a whole because there's no way I'm parting that out.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So I feel like it's definitely raises the value even for that shovelware because people, for one, appreciate it. It's done already. If you really want it, you can just buy the whole collection at one time.
That's true. You probably because if you parted it out and you got rid of all your bangers out of it, you're left with shovelware.
Yep.
You're going to practically give them away.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
That's a good point.
But I
agree with that 100%.
Are there any people out there who would buy an entire collection from someone that is not a vendor, though?
Oh, yeah.
Because
Retro Rick did it. He bought it from, what's his name? Retro Wolf. He bought it from the GameCube
so
collection.
His GameCube collection? I didn't know he sold that to him.
There's a lot of lunatics out there. Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
there's some people
there
that
are.
just don't want to have that quote-unquote thrill of because
they don't have the time.
They just want it.
They just want it.
And that's kind of a thrill in its own way, probably too. Like getting everything all at once. That's kind of cool.
Oh,
no!
Free goodies. Thank you.
You can't do this.
Look at this.
Thank you.
Thank you. But
I agree because Marcus' statement is absolutely correct because I never thought about that even with the bloatware because it really is hard to get rid of the bloatware. And the shovelware because like even with the NES, right? Like I was going around and buying the shovelware games and they're like $5, but immediately now you're making me think like once I've got that collection done, if I keep it intact. If I ever fell on hard times or I just get out of the hobby or my kids, I give it to them, I'm long gone and they want to sell it. Understanding that they sell the whole set, that's where the money's at.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Yep. Especially in the future. Right.
And I'm wondering even subsets. I don't do a lot of subsets. I know Steve did the greatest hits sets.
Right.
Do you think there's also value in that, collecting those subsets?
Yeah.
I'm just using that as an example, the greatest hits, because
Oh, absolutely, because there are people out there who want the greatest hits sets.
Or Player's Choice.
Player's Choice.
Player's Choice.
Or any other odd variants, and those are the ones they're after. And some of them don't consider a complete set complete until they have all of those as well.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I have a subset.
I don't.
You do?
Yeah, I have the NES Classic Series for the GBA.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
So I think it's only like 12, 16 games, something like that.
And so that's kind of been my approach here at this convention.
Well, what about the Tenjin set for
I was just going to say,
Yeah.
because, I mean, I'm not one who goes for
like
complete
20
sets,
games.
But
Yeah.
But that's one in particular that I do have a complete set of.
Okay.
Because I love the history behind it.
And it's like, it's 20, isn't it? Is it 20 of them?
The classic NES?
Yeah, I believe it's
somewhere
20.
around there.
It's 20. I think it's about 20.
Because the Tenjin's got about the same, right?
So how did you guys do as far as, like, okay, when you're going for the set? Now, I don't know about you, but obviously I picked up some bangers along the way.
Mm-hmm.
But right now at the convention here, I'm focused on the shovelware games that are so hard to find. There's more shovelware games that are rare than there are the bangers. Like, I can come to just about every convention. and find a little Samson. I can find a Box Adventure,
an
Panic
NBA
Ref-
Jam,
all
anything.
those.
Yes.
So my strategy, I'm giving my strategy here for collecting the full set. I'm finding all the shovelware games first, and maybe if I get a good deal on a banger. I'll buy it.
Right.
But like the one, what was the one that I found yesterday? The sailfin, the sailfish one.
Oh, yeah.
It's sailfishing.
Go get it.
Okay, it's at the hotel. I've never seen that ever.
Right.
So I picked it up. It was a $5 game.
That's
And I think I want to put this out there to people. If you're collecting for a full set, look at these conventions because that's where you're going to find those games. I'm sure you found some for the GBA that you've never seen ever.
Yeah. The one I found on the Wii, it was weird. It was at Too Many Games a couple years ago.
Okay.
And I got like super excited. My buddy was with me. I was like, yes, hell yeah, right?
Yeah.
He's like, what? Jerry Rice dog football.
Oh, yeah.
Because I've never seen it.
Terrible
It's a $5
game.
game.
Wow.
But I was
Wow,
like
that's
super
a bad
excited
one.
that I found it.
And it's a cheap game, but it's just rare.
Dirt cheap.
But try to find
Cheap
it.
and rare.
And people don't realize
Funny
a
how that
lot of
works
the
out.
shovelware games are rarer than the actual banger titles that are out there.
Yeah, because you'll find them.
Yeah.
You will find them.
It's amazing to see some of that. So, and I know there's a certain gentleman over here. He collects a lot of the demo discs.
Oh,
Yep.
wow.
Yeah. Right now, I've got 550, I believe, is my collection.
Wow.
Are you doing just
And
all of them, or you focus on
All of them. Anything that's so. If you guys see demo disc around here, bring them to me or show me the
So
way or
are
point
you
me,
doing
whatever.
a collection for the demo? So I
Yes.
knew he had a lot of them.
Yes.
Oh, look at this guy. Are those the Xbox demos? Oh, he brought them for. Oh, look at this.
Oh, wow.
I got a few of the Xbox ones.
Just
Yes.
start tossing them one at a
Yes.
time. Let's see
I
if you
was
can
gonna
catch
save 'em
them.
for Retro Rob.
Retro Rob,
I'm
yeah.
going to see Retro Rob, and I'm actually staying
Yes.
with him.
Okay.
I'm staying
Yes.
together at Retrofest.
Nice.
So I took him. I'm going to take it to him. Hopefully
Kyle,
he
can
doesn't
you let
watch
him
this.
hold one of those demo discs so people that
Yeah.
Kyle's sitting here in the audience here.
Crawl into the camera, Kyle.
Just,
There we
just,
go.
just so so people can Brian can show what these look like and what we're talking about.
So they used to come in magazines, or you'd get them like in a subscription or something. And yeah, there we go. So you had like your jam packed, and you had like you'd get. Here's a good one right here.
There'd be demos of individual games on disc. Are you looking for those too?
Oh, he's looking for anything.
Oh, yeah.
So I got
yeah.
a few of those.
So it's like your Resident Evil, and they're coming like. So you drop them out like this, and they would come out the top of it here. I don't want to pull it out, but anyhow. So this is like you'd get these in like your magazines, or you'd get them in a subscription, or like you could pick them up. I think some stores had them for like promotions.
Wow.
Yep.
So you would get a lot of these different demo discs, and I'm eventually going to put them on the show and
Which
start
one is that
doing
one again?
This is the Resident Evil 4 one.
Okay. Yeah.
The
So
demo
I think
disc, yeah.
this might have been, if I'm not mistaken, was this the one that had like the chainsaw in it? I'm not 100% sure. The controller that was the chainsaw. Would they come up?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah,
That's the
I
one.
think
Is
so.
it? Yeah. Okay.
Kyle's thinking.
Are you talking about the game itself?
He's not
Yeah.
sure.
Yes.
It is.
Yes.
It is.
When this came out,
There was
this
a controller.
Yeah.
chainsaw.
and these
Yeah.
always
For
and these always
PS2 and
came out.
GameCube.
These always came out about roughly like 6 months before the game was like more of a promotional thing to get you to want to buy the game or to try a couple levels or
okay.
something. But they are nice. And the jam pack titles.
And they
There's
came with the
all kinds.
PlayStation magazine too, because
Yes.
I remember having a subscription
Yes.
to that.
Yeah, those were quarterly.
Yes.
And that was like,
I
that was
love them.
amazing.
I still have
Yeah.
a few actually from my childhood.
They are amazing. This is.
I
this
think
is
I have
actually
one of
a
those
great one
demos
right
at
here.
home that's got siphon filter on it.
Yeah.
I think.
So
Probably.
I'm
Yeah.
wondering, like these niche discs like this, because think about it. How many of these
Konami,
Nintendo
yep.
games over here that they had like demos?
Yeah.
They're going for like $800-900 or some of
Absolutely.
these
That's what I'm
ones.
saying.
I don't think he's dumb, folks, for
No.
collecting this. He's going
No.
for
No.
this.
That's cool.
And I-
Especially like
Yes.
getting a whole set. Like that's intriguing.
Yes,
As a
this
collector.
is what this like in like Conker's Bad Fur Day.
That's
all
cool.
this stuff had like this ain't Bad Fur Day. I'm sorry, this is Reloaded. But anyhow, they had all kinds of different
Yeah.
rock band. It just lets you try the games. Like I said, I'm going to end up throwing them on the show and doing one about every one. It's going to be a long series.
That would
but-
be such a niche but incredibly interesting series.
Yes,
I'm really
absolutely.
looking
And
forward to that.
at one of the conventions, I picked up a 3DO one. I think Johnny, you
Yep.
were you were
You had a
around.
Japanese 3DO.
So I picked
Wow.
up a Japanese 3DO demo disc.
Oh, so
and
you're
it-
picking them up even if you don't have the system.
even if I don't have the system.
Wow.
And,
Okay.
and it actually had like in the first episode of.
Look at all those Xbox ones he's got.
I know you're going to make me cry over here. Like,
oh my goodness!
Like
Make him cry. Make him cry.
I'm going to have to make a deal with this guy.
gonna
But
take
look,
you
it looks like
forever.
they're not even open, right? They still have the pull tabs. I know you guys can't
Those are
see it,
clean.
but
Say,
clean.
somebody got the magazines.
They smell
there's
minty.
there's so many different types of demo discs too.
Oh,
Because
all
I remember
kinds.
Yeah.
I remember Tekken 2. There was a demo disc that I didn't get Tekken 2 as a kid because this disc let you play the whole game.
Yes.
You could just only play 2 characters.
Right.
It was Lei Wulong and Jun.
They would let you do all the levels.
And you could do the whole, at least the arcade mode.
Yes.
You could
Yeah.
do the whole arcade mode. And so I just played that. And that's why Lei is now my main today,
So-
because I played Lei so much.
And
in
here's
Tekken 2.
a little sad story. But anyhow, so my mom, growing up, she didn't have a lot of money. So when I got these systems, that was my way of having games and playing games, was demo discs.
yeah, right.
So I did a lot of demo discs.
I bet you're not alone on that.
yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, that's
I'm
probably
sure.
a common story.
So, and you get one demo disc, 6 games on it. You could play that, and like I got so to the point where I would just play the level and start back over. Metal Gear Solid was, I bet you I knew the first 3 levels of that just off the demo disc.
Oh, yeah.
So we'll say this, Kyle's got a bunch of other demos. I think they're going to work out some
Yeah.
deals. Stay
Yeah, we're gonna
tuned
talk.
for Retro Trades
Yeah.
videos because we're not going to give it
Definitely.
away all the
There's
the
a lot.
demos here.
There's a lot to it, guys.
Brian, do you remember
There's
when
so
the
many.
Metal Gear Solid demo ended? I want to say it was right before you fought Ocelot. Am I right there?
It was just before you
it was
fought the
pretty
main
good.
boss.
It was a good chunk.
And I want to say it was the first level, I believe. When you first came in, it ended right there as you went through the door.
To go
And
inside
that- yeah,
the
you didn't
hangar?
you didn't
They're
get
all
to fight him in the
shaking
hangar,
it.
right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
So-
played that one. Yeah, I definitely
Yeah.
played that one.
No,
That sold
and
me on the game.
And that's the
It
thing.
worked.
And a lot of times, that's what they were for, is to sell you to make you want to buy the game because you
Yep.
wanted to play the rest of it.
Because that opening Shadow Moses like infiltration,
Yes.
that was so like I'm sold.
That's
So-
what
so-
I loved it.
I don't want to forget the guys in the chat room. We got Retro Rob joining us. He says,
What's up,
"Good
Rob?
to see Marcus on the panel."
Oh, man,
Retro
Rob.
Rob.
What's up, Rob?
What's going on, Rob? And then we have Art Freak in the chat room, and she said there are 112 PS1 demo discs.
Oh my goodness! I had no idea
Bro,
there were
that's
that
a
many.
lot.
I knew
That's
there were a
what I'm
bunch. I
saying.
didn't know
And-
there were over 100.
You don't realize there's that many, and then there's ones from like that's come out after that for Xbox, and everybody had one at one time.
So you're
But
going to
they
end up
had
with
'em in the
thousands of these, I
Yes,
guess.
yes. It's
That's awesome.
Okay.
I'm probably not even honestly, even the 500 I have, I'm probably not even halfway there.
See, this is why I love having the live chat room because I always say that's like my brain extension.
Yeah.
Because they are like always coming up with the facts and figures and,
And then
be able
you-
to nail something down that we're not sure of right here.
Right.
And
And
give
then
you
you've
that.
got to figure too that these demo discs weren't just North America. That it was
All
over in
the others-
Japanese.
there's
and
Japanese
everything.
and
Yeah.
you're gonna be
right?
busy,
So
my
I
man.
collect all of them as well.
Oh my goodness!
Even if I have it in a North American copy, I still get it in a Japanese.
you're
this
gonna
is so
be
ambitious.
busy.
Yes.
This is so ambitious.
Yes.
I love it.
It'll be interesting to see what you're able to come up with.
That's what I'm saying.
You
I
could
can't
even
wait.
start. You could start the series. At,
That's what I'm. Yeah, I'm planning on starting the series
Because
after
if you
all
wait
these
till you have them all,
conventions.
you'll never start.
Once we have that break
I'm
from
Brian
conventions.
from Retro Trade, and I'm 97. We're starting this
I
series.
finally
I
got
completed.
So my arthritis is here, and I put this disc in.
I
and-
finally got them all.
Yeah. It's like Pokemon. Then somebody will make a new magazine, and then we'll
Yeah.
start all over with that again.
Well, at least these are done.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You know, there's not going to be new ones.
No, I don't.
Because
These are
discs in general are on the
So
way.
remember
right?
we
So-
said about the weirdest thing that we've
Yeah.
seen at the convention? I think that kind of, not that it's bad, so please
No,
don't
no,
take it
no.
as bad.
No.
That's probably the weirdest collection that I've seen so far.
Yes.
Somebody collecting
Yes.
demo discs. Not that it's bad.
No, and it's like I said, it all started with just the love of it, from
Yeah.
my childhood, really.
Well, how many times have you heard, I have the whole Wii collection, I got the whole Wii U, whatever, but I've never heard anybody say, I am going for this.
Right,
And, and I,
This is
and see, all the other ones, no guff intended whatsoever to anyone, Marcus, anyone who's collected them. It doesn't interest me. That's interesting to me because it seems like something that's a farther reach than just going. Well, I can get all these Wii games.
Right.
You're going after something that's
and there's no, and if you guys noticed on any collector app or anything, there's no real what's out there, what you need to get. There's no list of this.
you could be the guy.
You make a
Right, I could be
database.
the
You- you're the
database
man.
guy
Yeah,
for
yeah.
this.
Make
right.
a Google
he's,
sheet.
He's the man.
So that's one thing.
That'll be really cool.
You're going to
That's
have to make a database anyway. to
Change
keep track
the
of what
name
you're
of the
doing.
channel.
Well,
All right,
from-
wait. Can we stop here for a second? We see two young guys here coming, walking right up here.
Hey guys,
Hey, little guys over here.
hi.
There are these two. Yeah. You guys, can we talk to them for a few minutes? They don't have to be on camera.
One's
Is that
going.
all right?
He's walking.
Would you like to win a video game? Do you guys want to win a video game? At your choice, over there at the table where my wife is sitting, you can win What I want to know is, since you're here at the Pittsburgh Gaming Expo, what games are you looking for? He doesn't know. Did Dad just drag you? Is Dad the collector?
So what does Dad collect
That's
for?
all right. What's your? Yeah, what does he collect for?
You want to bring him on? I can move.
Yeah, but us old guys, that's what we do. We just collect for it.
Right. Right.
What's your favorite game?
Yeah, what are you playing?
Paper Mario.
Very nice.
I like that
It's
game.
not Roblox.
Great choice.
Great choice.
All right.
Great choice.
Well, if you go over there right where my wife is at, she's over there. You can pick a game, anyone off the table that you want.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Thank
Maybe
you.
Dad will help you because it's probably our generation.
No, if he would have said Roblox, we'd have all booed him.
That was-
Well, so the
That
other
was a
three
great
kids,
choice.
the other
Yeah.
three- Paper Mario.
I
There
love
could
that.
be a Paper Mario inside Roblox.
I didn't
though.
care. I didn't,
normally it's either Roblox, Minecraft, or Fortnite. It's usually
Yeah.
the three answers.
Yeah.
that was most of the answers that we got yesterday. It wasn't Paper Mario.
Yeah, that
was
great.
good.
I love that.
Good answer.
That was
Yeah.
good.
That,
Very,
was,
very
that started
good
on
answer.
the N64, right? Or
Yes.
GameCube.
GameCube. I was going to say.
No, there was
right?
an Paper Mario.
No,
was
there was
N64.
N64
Was
was
it
the first one,
64,
right?
yeah.
Okay.
What was it? The 1,000-Year Door? Was that the one that was on there?
No, it was
No,
just
the
the
1,000-Year
first
Door
one.
What was the
Mario.
1,000-Year Door?
That was
1,000-Year
GameCube.
Door was GameCube, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the one that came out for
Yeah.
GameCube.
GameCube.
Okay, that's okay.
I didn't have enough money for the 1,000-year door. I just got the 999-year door.
All right. They picked up. There we go. He's a Halo fan.
Nice.
There we go.
That's a good
Congratulations,
choice.
buddy.
Good job. Enjoy the rest of the convention.
Thanks, guys.
Did you get Halo 4?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, thank
he's
heaven
gonna
he
be-
didn't get
That's-
Halo 5. Oh, dodge that
I don't know if
bullet.
I have Halo 5 over there.
4 is like the edgy one, right? That's where it got like dark and gritty.
I know
Yes.
we're going to do that. We're actually doing a panel for those that want to know. We are doing a panel. My wife, my son, my daughter, and myself. We're going to do a panel. It's going to be on the main stage tomorrow. Digital versus physical.
Oh, wow.
Now we've got a bunch of different generations there, right? So it's
Yeah.
going to be. I think it's going to be a really interesting panel for people, and we'll give some games away and such. We're going to give physical away because we're all physical people here.
It's
but-
always a fun conversation.
Yeah.
Because there's always there's a lot of points that people like to bring up, but there's always different ways to look at it, and it's just an interesting conversation.
Yeah, and the digital people are wrong.
No,
right,
So.
they're always wrong. Yes, but I'm still interested in hearing from them.
Well, now see though.
Physical.
Here's the thing though, because like
the
obviously,
voice of reason comes in.
Well, no, it just I think it depends on where you're at because you got to think about how is gaming set up today, right? You know, so even if we're buying the quote unquote physical copy,
Yeah.
it's unless it's something like from limited run, you know, it's not guaranteed to all be on there anyways.
True.
You know, like even when you're getting Xbox Series X games, it says smart delivery because the disc is literally just the key. It's not anything else on it.
And not
So-
all digital is the same. You know,
Right.
you can get a game from, let's say, GOG, if anyone knows what GOG is, and you have that game saved to your computer. It is on your computer. You do not need to sign in to play it. It is there. It's there. You can copy it. You can put it on a thumb drive. I mean, it's really not that different from having it on a disc. It's just a different format. It's just a different home for all those ones and zeros.
Right.
Or you can get a game digitally from, say, Steam, where you need to log in and you need to sign in. You need to have like an online check-in to run the game. Or you can stream a game, which is a whole different thing. So the digital world is not it's not black and white. There's a lot of different layers to it as well.
But to that point, it's just like if I'm, because obviously there's convenience with digital, right? Because you're not having to change a bunch of stuff out. But it's just
And you can get it on demand, like
and
right
you get
there.
it on
Like
demand.
you're doing a
It's just
like,
it's just when the game's not coming complete anymore.
yes.
Is it even worth buying the physical? Now, with everything else, you better believe I'm a physical. Like when you get new homebrew games, things like that, I want physical copies of them. But when you think about the current generation of stuff, I think we've gotten to a point where it's almost like PC gaming, anyways.
Yeah.
So
Well, staying on that same topic, like when you get a game now, like a Switch game, they don't have manuals like they used to have.
Right.
The manual's on the game now. Teaches you the first couple of levels of the game's the manual.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and I kind of miss that a little bit about the games. Like I love looking at the manuals.
As kids, we used to sit there and eat our breakfast and look at
and the artwork and everything in 'em, right?
and you sit there and look at the manual, or you sit there and look at the box and stuff like that.
Or if you're like me, you would ignore it until you get stuck, and then you go look at the manual.
Yeah,
And
that
then
was-
we know you do things backwards. It's
you
okay.
do everything backwards.
All right, guys. What we're going to do is we're coming up here at 12:30 here. We're going to take a break and come back at 3:30. and we'll do another topical panel because we have a team of YouTubers here that they want to get some content out on the floor, buy games. I mean, that's what we came here to enjoy the convention.
And we got to negotiate demo discounts.
And he's going to negotiate demo discs for his YouTube videos.
It's about to go down.
So I want to take the time right now for those that are paying attention now or watching now. Go down the line. We'll start with you, Brian. You can be at the short end of the stick.
Oh,
Dude,
wow.
so
Tell everybody where they
So-
can find you.
So
I wouldn't even go there.
Do you add the music in like goes womp womp womp?
There's more to Brian than being short. All right.
Right.
He's also small.
Yes.
Hey, Brian,
Thank
just
you.
when you do it, just make sure you're
I don't know that you made that any better,
keep it
Johnny.
short.
Don't worry, I'll keep it short.
And that's spelled
You see the
small.
punishment that I have to go through, so please subscribe to my channel on YouTube. It's Retro Trade. It's me and my buddy Ron, which could not be here. We go over anything gaming from the 70s, 80s, 90s. We're on TikTok and Instagram as well. Thank you, guys.
Awesome.
But he did keep it short. Go
He
ahead,
did.
Marcus.
He did. He really
You
did.
told me to. That's what I was doing. Kept it
I
short.
was
Low
only- I
hanging
was only kidding.
fruit.
All 5'5" of me.
All right, Brian, don't have such a short temper about it.
Thanks.
Short hanging fruit.
Anybody
I should
else?
say.
Keep going down the line, guys. You heard me.
I won't. But you guys, please subscribe to my channel, Video Game Voter. You can follow me on all social platforms under the same handle. Greatly appreciate it.
Yeah,
Awesome.
no, go ahead.
I'm Johnny Graphics. I'm on YouTube, where I put actual effort in. And then I'm on TikTok, where
Ouch.
I put almost no effort in, yet somehow that's the platform that I blew up on.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
I'm on both. I enjoy both, but they're fairly different. But they're both very much me, so feel free to follow me on either or both of those.
Oh, me? Okay. No, I'm Dr. Scott. I'm on Game Closet. I have your prescription for video games and laughter, so tune in or you stink.
Really? That was the best you could come up with?
That's it.
That was how you're going to end that?
That's how you're going to end that?
No, I haven't had breakfast this morning. They don't like it.
He gets cranky when he ends things.
The audience
It's
is
okay.
like, boo.
It's okay.
No,
You
but
had it going.
Well, you know, not every joke is good, so especially on my channel.
He throws a lot of things at the wall, and
If it
Some
sticks,
of
it
it's half it
sticks.
sticks.
If it was a short joke, it probably would have came across better.
Well, but I spell small
Womp,
SM all,
womp, womp.
and so does he.
Not
so
me.
there
I
you
actually spell it Brian.
He got you on that one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a
All
good
right.
one.
Brian, go ahead.
Yeah, so you can find me on my website, www.bdretromods.com, and there's links there to my store and social media stuff.
And there's links back to my channel too. So
There's links there.
Yes.
All right,
Hey, Scott. You guys want these phone books back I'm sitting on?
just leave them there. I'm sure there's other
no,
show people.
I have to put my reading glasses on so I can find a number later. That's just leave them there.
My wife might want them back.
Oh, I forgot. But by the way, phone books are things of the past too, guys. If anybody didn't know.
Oh, no, that's a whole nother road. Guys, we appreciate it. We'll see you later on about 3:30. Until next time, keep it buzzing.
keep it buzzing.
Buzz.
Buzz, 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 buzz. We got to get Lindsay on here.